slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Packers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott on the out route. It's Lamb with a grab. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Brooks. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case that didn't happen, zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Brooks. And this one is incomplete. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Brooks to throw on 2nd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now Brooks to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it again to Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brooks. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now Brooks, off play action, rolling to his left. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Brooks looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Brooks now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Elliott on first down. Got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Brooks to throw on 3rd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
A first down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it's just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Brooks to throw. To throw on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now in Arlington. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Back to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. It's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw, Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete.
The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again in the fourth.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game that will either recover into touchdown and an extra point to tie. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Still first down.
Running right, Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's Dak. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it go again. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that.
Don't forget the extra play. It's up and go. We are tied here in the 4th quarter. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, with a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Brooks looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Looking to throw. Brooks. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping him because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Brooks. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
So a win here for the Packers. And it
You gotta choose.